Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name's Chris, and tonight I checked out this movie called Wired Shut. It is directed by Alexander Sharp, and the movie's about this famous author who's just was recently in a car accident and his mouth is wired shut, and he's secluded in his, I don't know, mountainous retreat home or something, and then his estranged daughter shows up, and some hijinks ensue with her boyfriend. This movie has some positive things about it, mostly in the camera work. It looks really nice for the most part and is really confidently shot and competently shot. There's some really good framing and lighting is okay. It creates its tone. The production quality for the most part is all pretty good. The audio is good. The musical score is all right to build this tone. Also, the location is really good. I don't know what the budget is on this thing, but a lot of low budget movies don't really sell the aesthetic they're going for, like with their locations. I've seen movies with famous authors and they look like they're in like this, you know, cheap Airbnb, but this place was modern and sleek and looked expensive, and it helps sell the idea of this guy being this, you know, rich author. A lot of the beginning of the movie isn't very compelling because it's told through this guy reading text messages or emails, and it just pops up on the screen and you just hear him breathing and not responding. It's just kind of boring stuff. And it takes a long time for the conflict to reveal itself, and when it does reveal itself, it's incredibly predictable that it's frustrating, because I felt like I was like giving it a chance by sitting through a lot for something I thought would be potentially really interesting, and when it goes and they introduce this boyfriend character, you know exactly where the movie is going to go, and it doesn't deviate from that at all or have any surprises. Also, by the end, the message it tries to sell doesn't make any sense to me, because these characters, none of them are particularly likable at all. We reveal things about the main character pretty early on that paints him in a very bad light. The daughter's actions paint her in a very bad light, and the boyfriend obviously in a bad light. And by the time it all wraps up, I'm not sure what the message was supposed to be. It's like I can see where the conclusion is they're trying to go with the character arcs, but they didn't earn it in an actual like emotional way. It's just they went through this scenario and now all of a sudden everything, all the sins of the past have been forgotten. And I wasn't able to get over that. It just didn't make any sense. I mean, it's about 35 minutes into this movie before any hint that maybe something devious is going to happen. And then from then on, about 50 minutes into the movie where the main conflict actually happens. And like I said, the conflict is so unbelievably predictable. One of the final moments in the movie is this supposed to be this very raw, emotional, like guttural thing that happens. And you'll know what I'm talking about when it happens if you've seen this movie, but it comes off as kind of cringy and laughable. Definitely didn't elicit the feeling they wanted me to have. I was just like looking around, kind of rolling my eyes, because it's just kind of silly by that point. There's some moments in this movie of tension that are shot well. There's definitely some competence behind the direction here. And the performances, the lead is pretty good. The daughter's okay. The boyfriend's not so great. But there's good qualities to this thing. The story maybe had a start of an interesting premise, but it needed to go somewhere unique and interesting, and it didn't. And the movie's pacing isn't good. It didn't keep me interested. I was hopeful something would happen that would have turned this thing all around by the end, and unfortunately, nothing did. So, yeah, Wired Shut. It's out now on VOD. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if that helps us out. And then I'll catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.